Hello, America. It's time to check the nonsense at the door, clear the cobwebs between your ears, and have a rational-ish conversation. This is the lost art of common sense. That's right, I'm Josh.
And I'm Kevin.
And this is the lost art of common sense, coming to you from the Texas podcast studio thing, where Kevin is here in Texas, obviously, because he's sitting right next to me. Kevin! How is it in Texas?
Cold as hell.
Yeah, it is. This is
like you don't even live in warm Texas. You live in cold Texas.
Yeah, that's like people are like, oh, you live in Texas. It's hot there. Not where I live. You know, it's either like stupid hot in the summer, or like Thursday, how it's going to be like negative
it's like
30 with the wind chill.
It's like you left the Midwest, but you didn't.
I know. I dragged it.
It's weird.
So this is our special end of the year episode where. Obviously, we haven't done it in a while because we're productive Americans and we have jobs and they've been pretty busy lately. So it's been hard for both of us to do a podcast. But luckily, Kevin got to come down this week to help out. So live in studio.
Yeah, we should be a good time, I think. Should be a good podcast.
I think so.
It'll be a good send off to the year. I don't think we'll probably take a month or two off, I think.
Yeah, kind of. Get the shows together and figure out what we want to do and see what crazy crap is coming out. And of course, Kevin's got his phone on vibrate loud enough for the microphone to pick up. If you didn't hear it, that's what he was doing.
Yeah,
unprofessionalism as ever.
As always,
I'm not going to leave that in Iowa.
I did not. I bring that wherever I go. Sure, I am unprofessional no matter what.
Oh, that's true.
So
what are we talking about today?
Kind of wanted to go through the Twitter files. It was interesting. It showed a lot of basically what the whole Twitter files thing was the FBI pretty much meddling in the elections.
So really, the Twitter files were exactly what we've been saying about Twitter, not just us, like everyone for years.
Yeah, basically, it was. They basically tried to suppress Trump before the election and definitely after the election.
Yeah.
The FBI coordinated with Twitter and other social media companies to, suppress the Hunter Biden files or laptop story. It showed that they started doing that before the Washington Post posted the story. So it was before and after they really suppressed it.
Well, and then we found out Twitter hired the FBI lawyers and shit.
Yeah, Jim Baker, who was a FBI guy. I don't know what you call him, like a liaison type of dude, lawyer liaison. He did a lot of work for CNN as well. He did some work with obviously the FBI, and he was always on. I think he worked a little bit with Facebook, but
was he the one who stopped the first Twitter file or second Twitter file from coming out?
Yeah, so what they didn't know, I guess, was he was involved so much into it. But they actually, I think the first Twitter file, they, ran it through him. So
he edited a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, so they think he might have edited some of it. Then he got fired.
Well, and with the Twitter file stuff, and just Twitter in general with Elon Musk, what did you think about him? Do you think he's actually going to step down as CEO, even though he technically is the owner of it? So it doesn't really matter. He's always kind of in charge.
Yeah, I think he wants to find somebody that's like-minded. I just think he's going to step down regardless because he's got SpaceX, he's got Tesla. And I think he's really trying to move more into SpaceX and getting men to Mars and his whole dream about getting off the planet, which sometimes I feel like that's a good idea.
So what you're saying is his plan was not to shelf planetary travel or interstellar space travel and take over Twitter. He just did it.
He just did it because he can afford it, and he got tired of the woke mob.
Now, what was that thing where people were questioning whether or not he actually believes in free speech? Did you?
Oh, what he did was so there's a guy who tracked his plane.
Mm-hmm.
Then he said he wasn't going to ban him, but then he did, because what he did, instead of banning him, he put a bunch of security stuff on his plane to where it shouldn't be able to be tracked, and the guy hacked around it.
Oh,
and then and then shared where his location was. And this was right after his son, like somebody went after his son.
Oh yeah, that makes
I
sense.
think they thought he was in the car, but it was his son and like I don't know his mother or his kid's mother or I don't think
Well,
they're
yeah, I guess so. People were hitting on him for that.
yeah
Well, and he said like you can. I thought he said you can post after the fact.
yes
Like he was here yesterday, but he didn't
yeah
want live.
he didn't want live doxing what he didn't want to do, and he's getting everybody for doxing. If somebody doxes somebody on Twitter, they're getting banned.
Well, that makes sense.
So if somebody throws out a home address on somebody, they're gone. Or like that one chick did who lives at TikTok, where Lorenz or is that her name?
Yeah, the one that cried,
Yeah, saying people
ugly
were
cry
yeah
face too.
after she doxed lives at TikTok, uh, she got doxed and cried about it. So
Like, how could you
Taylor
dox me?
Lorenz, that's her name.
Horrible person.
Yeah, so
Just, just horrible.
she is
So
just horrible.
okay, well, speaking of the whole Twitter thing, now here's the thing. Obviously, I guess the DNC and the federal government agencies meddled in the election through Twitter. And I know Trump was like, I've been vindicated, they stole the election, which they kind of sort of did, but at the same time, dumbasses have to believe all that shit. Like at the end of the day, I mean, unless there's actual like fraudulent ballots and stuff being put in, people go and vote. So if you're too dumb to just like, I saw it on Twitter, so it's true.
Yeah. So I don't know. People are dumb though.
Well, yeah, that's
I
what
mean, look what happened in the midterms. Country's going to shit. They changed nothing.
it's like. You know what? Gas prices are up, food prices are up, and I'm kind of wondering why gas prices are down now. I'm assuming Saudi Arabia did up production. They were holding it back because they don't like Biden.
Yeah, so I think they did.
It had something happen because we're almost out of our strategic reserve. So it's not because diesel's going down too.
They're actually buying 3 million barrels to put in the strategic reserve, but I think we went through like 100 million.
Yeah, they're buying barrels at $50 more a barrel than what Trump was going to buy it at, and Pelosi told him no.
Well,
So he's like,
politics.
"Well, it was 100, now it's 75, so we're saving $25 a barrel. We're not going to look at the fact that I'm actually paying $50 more a barrel than what we could have bought it back later, and I never should use the strategic oil reserve to make gas prices cheap."
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's all politics.
Yeah, it's all bullshit. But if you notice when he was doing that, diesel really wasn't going down.
No.
Diesel's going down because either demand's gone down somewhere or we're getting extra supply from somewhere.
Yeah, I don't know where though. Where would we have got? It had to be from Saudi Arabia or something.
Yeah, because it's
So
not from us.
no, we're not. We're not like producing more.
But yeah, like back to what we were saying, like everything was going bad, and then like I don't know if people are just completely checked out because when you elect somebody who is mentally disabled to the point to where they can't talk correctly and they're not really sure if that's how his brain's working or if it's just a communication between his thoughts and his mouth. Now, granted, Dr. Oz was a piece of shit. I think we both agree on that.
Oh yeah, yeah. He was a horrible candidate.
He was actually one of the first people to start pushing that transgender shit, but literally voted for someone who's like, I want to legalize meth. Like he wants to legalize all hard drugs, let all criminals out, and he has a goiter.
That's too much.
That's just awkward.
Yeah.
When you're talking to somebody.
Yeah, you always stare at the goiter.
Yeah.
You always.
It's like that giant from Jack the Giant Killer.
Yeah.
Where he's like, don't stare at the second head. That's what he has.
Yes. Yeah. He's got like a second head.
Except for he looks more like the little head.
He looks like a troll.
A little bit.
Like I would have guessed he came out from under a bridge after he riddled somebody 3.
Well, the funny thing is,
ran
like,
for office.
He tries to act like he's a man of the people. He's a trust fund baby.
Oh, I know.
Like,
why?
The only way I could see him getting elected is because people just, for whatever reason, believe the BS, whatever. They just go and vote Democrat. And I'm not gonna lie, when I go and vote, I vote. I don't know who hell half of the people are.
No,
I always down ballot though. I always down ballot.
Like all the like Republican judge or whatever.
Yeah, like I'll vote for them, but I vote Republican all the way down the ticket, but I always also down ballot.
Yeah.
So, we didn't really touch on it, I guess, because we didn't have a chance. But I'm not saying that anything happened in Maricopa County. But wouldn't it be obvious to think that they fucked up? Thousands of people couldn't vote, so just have a special election in that county only.
You could,
Because
but
those people literally got disenfranchised. Like they say, oh, you disenfranchised voters, baby. But
yeah.
those people literally did.
Oh, I know.
And I don't know why the hell people wait till election day. Like, oh, Republicans vote. I vote as soon as early polls open, and I can make it there and vote a vote.
Yeah.
Mostly because I'm lazy. I just want to get done.
Yeah, usually I leave for work at 5:30, so by the time I have to get home to vote. So
Yeah, I mean, we have a voting. That's another thing. Like, they were still going off of like the COVID shit. So there's only like uh so many polling stations where like here in we have polling stations everywhere.
we do too.
Like there's never a line. I've actually had to go on election day and you still get in and out. And at least Texas started doing where you still vote on machine and then it prints out a hard copy of your votes.
Oh, that's cool.
So like if there's a problem, they can always go back and there's a hard copy of your voting tabulation.
Do you guys use Dominion?
I don't know. I hope not.
We use we fill in the circle and you just stick it in the machine.
No, it's like you do the whole thing online, and then you put in a piece of paper, and it prints out all your things.
How long is it going to be until they try to do online voting?
Well, they kind of tried it in the Iowa caucus with the Democrats, and we still don't know.
We still don't know who won.
That's 2016, isn't it?
Yeah, no, 2020.
Is it 2020? I thought it was both. Maybe it's 2020.
2020.
I just know it was horrendous.
It was horrendous.
I think it was 2016 too. I think we should look because it was like years ago, and they still don't know who the hell won.
Yeah, they don't know. They can't figure it out. Way to go, Iowa. See, the Democrats are moving away from Iowa to South Carolina for their first thing of the year.
No, why?
Because it's more diverse, they say, than Iowa. I know. I think it's because Joe Biden won South Carolina, and he came in fourth in Iowa.
What I don't understand though is like
Buttigieg or Sanders would have won Iowa. They just don't know because they can't figure it out. But they know Joe got fourth, and somebody got third. I think not Harris. Harris didn't get third.
I thought she got last.
It was that Warren chick. Warren, she got third.
Oh, the Indian lady.
Well, pretend Indian, like two white kids playing cowboy and Indian.
Oh, that's true.
Indian.
And those are two racist kids.
Yeah.
Just horrendous.
Yeah.
Oh, and just to get the movie reference in there, I went to see Avatar: Way of Water.
Did you?
It was a good movie.
Was it?
Here's what I realized. For one thing, James Cameron says testosterone is toxic. Yet that's a warrior culture. But if you think back to the first Avatar, and then you watch this one, it's a classic colonialism versus American Indians.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Oh, I know.
Like, he's literally just, it's a cowboys and Indians.
Are they still trying to take over the world or whatever in the second one? Are we still trying to take it?
I don't want to give it away.
I don't care. I'm not going to watch it until it comes on DVD and I'm going to forget by then.
I mean, the humans come back. And the bad guy, he's back.
That old guy?
The military dude?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't he die?
He did die.
Did he come back as one of them? Things? The blue things?
You sure you haven't seen the movie?
Well, I mean, you pretty much gave it away. I mean, that's the only way he could come back.
No, they...
like maybe the spirit got sucked off by the tree or whatever. Sucked in by the tree.
Or hit pause. No, they did like... You know, like you've seen 13th Day, right? With Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh, yeah.
They did something like that. Where they I guess, recorded his consciousness before he went to that big battle. And then they implanted it into one of the
blue things.
The blue things.
The Mogwais or whatever. Isn't that what they
I was
are?
going to say Navi, but that's not right either.
It might be. I know it's not
Is
Mogwais.
it
Those are.
Navi?
That might be
Navi.
right. I'm thinking of
I
Gremlins.
mean, it was a good movie, but like I'm just watching. I'm like, all this is James Cameron. Like, it makes humans look like total assholes.
Well, let's be honest. We are not the greatest.
Well, no, we are total assholes, but you got to think if we discover interstellar space and like long term travel, I think at that point, but you never know. I don't know. You would think like if we're doing that, we'd be more of a sustain. But it's like the first one, like our world is dying, so we're gonna come to this world where we can't breathe.
Well, I think they said if like alien life like actually tried to contact us or whatever we actually like saw,
We'd
like,
shoot it.
of course we'd try to shoot it, but usually they would not come in peace. They're after our resources, and most generally they
Yeah,
are.
you would have to be like what civilization category 4, maybe 5.
No, that's high.
You would have to be like 4 is like
Like you're like harnessing the power of
so
a
one's your
sun,
planet, 2's your solar system, 3 is the galaxy, 4 is the
universe.
universe, and then 5 is like omnipotent. But you'd have to be to where like you have everything.
Yeah, yeah, for you to
So
be
I guess
peaceful.
maybe they'd do it because otherwise you'd be looking for resources.
Yeah,
Which is why some people think that the human race was a slave race for aliens and we dug gold for them. Gold. I've seen cowboys' names.
there's still gold. Why did they stop?
Because we have guns now.
Is that when they stopped? They're like, wait a minute.
Maybe they fueled up and left. I don't know.
Is gold their fuel? I don't
Maybe.
understand your.
It wasn't cowboys and aliens.
I forgot all about that
It's
movie.
all based on fact.
I saw that movie once. And I was like, this is a horrid movie.
I love that movie. It was so dumb.
Yeah, it was bad.
I mean, Killer Clowns from Outer Space didn't come here for gold. They came here to
Make everybody.
liquefy people on cotton candy balls and drink them through ridiculously long silly straws.
Yeah, that was a good movie.
I don't know. So we talked about Twitter, got our movie reference in, and about how James Cameron's a dumbass. He just got a lot of money, so he thinks he's smart. Does make good movies.
Oh.
I did enjoy the movie. Like it was wokish as far as like humans are bad and we're taking away their land, and it made us look like assholes. But it was a good movie. I mean, I enjoyed it, and I'll probably watch the 6 other ones coming out.
If this one makes enough money, I don't know how much money it made over the weekend.
They already made them.
Oh, they already made them?
They made all of them. That's why it's been like
20 years?
It's been a while. I think over 10. But no, I think they're all made.
Oh, shit.
So, but I was looking at it, I'm like, guys,
I didn't think it was going to do that good because the first one was the whole appeal to why it made so much money was because it was 3D and 3D just came out. 3D.
Yeah, but that one is still like the one thing about that movie is like you're looking at it, you know it's fake and all CG, but like super cool. And wasn't there rumors like people killing themselves after what? The planet is so beautiful, and I'm never gonna live there. And Mom kicked me out of the basement.
They killed themselves because they couldn't live there.
I heard there was rumors.
It's a made up place.
I know, but they was so beautiful.
It wasn't that beautiful.
I mean, it's probably a lot like the Amazon.
Yeah, just move there if you think it's so beautiful. You know,
Then
get eaten by a fucking anaconda.
Assuming it's like Jumanji.
Yeah,
Mean monkeys.
I don't think I'd.
mosquitoes.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to go to Jumanji.
Now, I don't know. I could see that being like the new Jumanji movies. I could see that being pretty cool.
Yeah, except for when you die, you die.
No, you get 3 lives.
Yeah, but like hippos eat you.
But then you come back to life.
Yeah, but only 2 more times.
Well, yeah. But then I think if somebody dies, but they win the game, do they come back? We don't know. I think it'd be fun. I would do it.
I probably would too. In all honesty, I probably would. I think it'd be fun.
Maybe,
Except for I'd be the Jack Black character. Like, this sucks. It's bullshit.
I'm allergic to cake. Oh my god, was that pound cake? That was a great movie.
That was a great movie. But speaking of money, did you see the Senate pass the omnibus bill or thing?
So that's going to get passed.
Yeah, because the House is going to do it.
Let's just agree that Republicans are garbage.
Yeah, it was 75-25. There's 25.
Well, Mitch McConnell's a piece of shit.
Well, he voted for it.
Well, he's the one who rammed it through.
Yeah.
Like, and he doesn't want to be. He's a piece of shit. Like, people in Kentucky, I think that's where he's from. What the hell? Like, everybody, like, oh, my guy, but like, no, Mitch McConnell's a piece of shit. All the people who voted for him are a piece of shit. But he got me extra money for this freeway. We have less potholes. I mean, I don't get it. Like,
I don't get it
that's the
either.
problem. Like, if you look at the Senate and the Congress, they're always like their approval ratings are shit
Yeah, but people keep voting for him.
because everyone in the Senate and Congress is shit except for my guy. That's the mentality. That's why they do that.
Is that it?
Yep.
Yeah, because I think it was two senators from Alabama, two Republican senators from Alabama voted for it.
I'm not going to limit here and say one of them, or not one of them, but another one was probably Old Mitt.
Yeah.
That's a stupid name.
Mitt Romney did vote for it.
Yeah, he's a bitch shit.
Chuck Grassley voted for it.
Isn't that old guy from Iowa?
Yeah. I don't know.
Just
I'd have to
remember,
go on Twitter to
America,
see everybody who voted for it.
when the economy totally collapses and we are no longer the world superpower and we're basically just like a bunch of stupid assholes, you can blame all the people that voted for all the spending. When you can't buy anything or
Afford anything.
crap.
Yeah.
Man, did you see that meme that my lady shared?
Yeah.
Generations.
Oh, yeah.
I forgot what it was. It's like boomers like, I can't believe I wore that. And then
I can't believe my hair was like that. And
like, yeah, I can't believe I like that music. And the last one is like the most recent one. I can't believe I cut my dick off. That's where we're heading, America. Those are the kind of regrets that we're heading for. Oh man, can't believe I cut my dick off.
Yeah, so they passed that through. I 4,000 pages long. I was like, well, maybe I could just read through it. I'm like, no,
nobody can. Like, and so basically, what happened is Republicans gave up any power they might have for a year.
Yeah, dumb.
We're all getting audited.
Dumb.
Us and all 10 of you people listening.
Yeah, we are the enemy.
Enemy number one, because we're selling truth, ladies and gentlemen.
Nothing but truth. Truth bombs. Boom.
So what are your overall thoughts for the year?
Like podcast wise, or like my life, or like in general, like the country.
How was your year? How was your 2020? What year is it? 2. That's how busy we are. I can't remember what day of the week it is, and sometimes the year.
I'm feeling old.
Yeah,
that's it. I hurt all the time. I do enjoy doing this podcast, though. That's been a highlight of the year.
Yeah, I'm glad we started this.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. So if none of you listen to it, I would still put this out there.
Yeah, it's just fun to do.
Yeah.
I think everybody should start a podcast.
I do too, and I will follow yours if you follow ours.
Exactly.
And share ours.
I mean, if yours is stupid, I might just you know what I will do? I might not listen to it, but I'll click on it, like it, and then jump to the end.
Yes, and subscribe to your page if you do a video podcast.
Even if your video podcast is stupid. You know what this is? This is long COVID. That's what's wrong with my brain. It's a real thing.
It's not a real thing.
There's a study, Kevin.
There's always a study
for what to do with long COVID,
and they still don't know. They still can't figure out why adults are just dropping dead.
I think we know why.
Healthy
but we
adults
can't say it on the show.
Yeah, they can't figure it out. It's a mystery, folks. It's a mystery. It's almost like somebody jabbed them in the heart.
I'm just like,
I mean, like with something
weird.
Yeah, it's just weird.
It will be interesting, and it has nothing to do with anything. But I will be watching. I'll be watching. I'll be looking. I'll be interested to see what the stats come out on new cancer cases. I'm not saying why I think that'd be interesting. Hopefully, it doesn't happen because cancer is horrible and it's just garbage disease.
It is garbage
disappointed with humanity for not coming up with a freaking cure for it.
I believe we have a cure.
Yeah, but then you do that rich thing though. Like, unless rich people that died of cancer are hiding somewhere, like that's when someone said, if you want to test this conspiracy theory, apply it to rich people. So
we should figure out what the percentage of how much of the 1% is actually dying from COVID or cancer, then see the percentage of the next bracket, because the percentages should be close. It might be off by 10% here or there.
Yeah, well, they probably eat better. and live better.
Whatever. If I was rich, I'd be a fat, round person. I mean, I'm already getting there, but
Well,
I mean, why wouldn't I be?
I mean,
I could eat whatever I want.
especially with this side by side. I mean,
Yeah, look at this. Look at
look
this.
at that.
Oh, it just looks bigger because the camera adds 10 pounds.
Totally does. This is a fisheye lens, like designed to make us look skinnier.
My God, what do I look like in person?
Thank goodness I have these comfy thrones.
Oh my God. Yeah. So, but other than that, yeah, my year's been pretty good though. How's your year been?
Not too bad. I mean, this is our first year in the new house, which
Yeah.
allowed. I don't think we could have done this podcast in my old house.
I don't know where
the
you would
hell
have done it at.
Out in the shop, maybe. I'm
Maybe.
sure that would have sounded great.
Oh, it would have been
Echoing
echoey.
off the steel walls.
You would have had to build yourself like a little hut to do it in.
Yeah, like I don't think that would help. So that's cool.
I like your little man cave.
Yeah,
Pretty awesome.
I like it. And Kevin finally sat in my sack,
I did.
ultimate sack, and he said it was very comfy.
It was. Those Ultimate sacks are pretty comfy.
I would actually. They are not a sponsor, but they are super comfy.
Dude, if they want to be a sponsor, I could use a couple.
Yes.
So
Ultimate
send them to me,
sack.
and I will do the podcast on the sack.
Yeah, they're great. I love them. Yeah,
I'm not going to lick it. I'm not going to lick the sack, but I'll definitely sit in it.
I don't know why you would lick the velour.
You never know. You know, I might spill something on it. I'll be like,
It
oh, I can
doesn't-
still lick that up.
Tastes like chocolate. You do need to have a pillow. That's what our pillows are. Personally, I don't know if you got the bigger ones because I got the 5-foot ones, whatever they are. But like, there's no head support.
Yeah.
So like, but you put that little pillow back there.
Perfect. It's pretty cool.
So, ultimate sacks are.
We'd show you, but we don't have like.
We got to move. So
camera.
it took us forever. This is very thrown together.
Yeah.
Like I have a skeleton on the floor over there,
There's one over here,
and there's one over there.
and the computer's on the ground.
Yeah.
And yeah,
And if
that's
you
why I
don't-
keep looking at it. So if I'm looking down, look at the
No, I can't
computer.
get it.
So I want to make sure our voices are going through. So I'm watching the voice thing.
watching the bar.
Yeah, make sure.
You know what you should do is grab us a couple of beers and grab the skeleton just so people know I actually
Ooh.
have them. I was gonna do it, but my leg fell asleep. Oh, now I look fat.
Ramble on about something. You know, DeSantis is going against the vaccine.
I thought he always was.
Yeah, but he's putting what is that? The grand jury together. A state.
Oh, to go after
The company's making the vaccine.
well, that's cool. That'll be interesting.
Yeah, so he's doing that. So thoughts? Oh, I'm gonna get a beer.
Well, I think that's a good idea, and I also think that if Trump ran again, I'd vote for him. But if those action cards he came out with,
Oh my god!
what the hell?
Right?
Ugh.
What's up, buddy?
What do you want for Christmas? Skin?
My body hurts. I don't have no skin.
It hurts all the time, and I don't know why.
Yeah. So seriously, it's Christmas, and Josh has these up here.
I never put them away yet, so they were actually sitting in these chairs.
Yeah, I'm like, why are there skeletons in these chairs?
I don't even think about it anymore. I was just like, hey, you want to go see my awesome attic? And you walk up, and there's two skeletons that meet you.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. I got the tingles. I got the pins and needles on my foot.
Oh, there's my.
But yeah, I think that's
Is he-
cool that he's doing it. Is he, well, you can't get kicked off Twitter anymore.
No.
I think
So
that's
yeah,
awesome.
he's going after the companies doing the vax because they say they were misled. They misled people in their how effective they were, and that they stopped transmission, and they were 100% effective against it, and some of the side effects that possibly could be.
Well, and obviously this is the state of Florida's opinion, but we're just reporting the hard-hitting news.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, but here's what is weird about it: they keep pushing it. Like, okay, we know, and YouTube, f off if you have a problem with the obvious that, like, obviously, if you're vaccinated, you can still get the frickin' vaccine. I forgot who it was, and maybe it was one of the shows I listened to, but whoever this person was, I think it was on one of the talk shows I listened to. They went to a family event. Oh, it was Ruben.
Oh, from the Rubin Report.
Yeah, they went. That's
Rick
he
Rubin?
got.
I can't remember his name.
No, it's
John Rubin?
no,
No.
that's not. He doesn't look like a John. What the hell is his name?
Rupert? Rubin? No. Why am I thinking about
Rupert
ours?
Rubin.
Now I'm thinking about the sandwich.
I don't know, but it's the Rubin Report. He went to a family event, got COVID, and like he's not vaxxed, and like all the people that in his family were, everybody got it, but the people that were vaxxed apparently had it worse. Total anecdotal, doesn't mean anything, but
Yeah.
like, it's just something you notice. So it's like they know that it doesn't do what they advertise it to do, yet they even bikeys go get your 2-month-old baby
Yeah.
vaccinated.
Well,
And
I know they're getting kickbacks.
there's some, well, that's like what
Donations,
Fauci
you
won't
know,
give up,
they're campaign donations. It's going through.
was anything ask Fauci if he had like royalties or something for me that shit or
They,
something like
I
that?
think he
Or-
does, doesn't he?
I guess I don't know. Apparently, there's people. We'll see. I don't like Republicans. I don't like anybody in Washington because at least if you're a Democrat fan and you're horrible and you hate America, your team gets shit done.
They do.
It might be bad, but they get stuff done.
They
Where
know
Republicans don't just they're worthless.
Well, that's because you got fake Republicans, you got conservatives, you got like moderates, and no one can and you got the ultra mega and the mega and the
Well, those are all Tea Party people.
yeah.
That was the first big push when we got the House and the Senate and the presidency back, and then found out they're all a bunch of douchebags and nothing ever happened. Like Republicans don't do anything. Like or hate or whatever Democrats, they do stuff. It's all stupid and horrible, and it's going to ruin
But
the country.
they agree to do it. Like
But they do it.
now, that was one thing that Nancy Pelosi did well is she brought her party together to run through crappy policies.
Yeah, I probably threatened them with death.
Well, she probably just I don't know, drink some gin and
It's like I'll stop sloshing my teeth around in my mouth if you vote for this. Oh, okay, I'll vote for that. Is awkward as shit.
she goes, every vote I'll take another drink.
Take another shot of whatever drug she's on.
Yeah, and so and Fauci's gone.
Yeah, he is gone.
But he's not gone because he's been on every TV show.
And he gets I think it's over 80% of his salary as a pension.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, he's the highest paid bureaucrat in Washington. He was.
Yeah. Now he probably still is, even with his pension.
Oh, yeah.
It's stupid high. He's a piece of shit. And unless they found some. That's what I understand. They try to make all this money, unless he's trying to make generational wealth because they know they're going to totally fuck the country.
Yeah.
That dude's old as shit. His face looks like old, worn leather.
Yeah.
So it's really? You got some money, go on a beach, and just enjoy the last few months.
Yeah, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, he's old.
Yeah.
It's what are you going to do?
Well, people should still be wearing masks inside, he says.
Well, he's going to go down as a joke to at least half the country.
Oh, he is a joke to half the country. I think...
I'll tell you one thing. You got to have some cojones to go on TV and flip-flop.
Oh, I know. And act like you didn't.
You don't need a mask. It's it doesn't really do much. Well, wear a mask. Wear 2 masks, Well, we're past it, so, we're not past it. Ask Scarf Lady.
I mean, he's always wow, we're just following the science.
But you said that's right. So shut your mouth, get vaccinated. Did you get your 60-second booster shot?
Yeah.
It's like those masks can be stacked up to where they're about 6 inches thick on your face, and then it might stop herpes.
I'm trying to think I just knew somebody just got COVID too.
There's another variant going around. See, what they're afraid of is they say that the vaccine is kind of pausing herd immunity, so it's what's causing all the mutations. Not a scientist and have absolutely no idea what I'm talking about. Just going off the common sense thread. But what they're afraid of is one of these mutations might actually mutate to where it's more deadly.
Yeah, Did you see they're like? I think it was like Boston College or some college in the U.S. Uh, made a COVID variant that was 80% lethal.
I think I did hear about something. How is that?
Is it Berkeley? Maybe it's Berkeley.
Isn't that gain of function? Or is it because
Yes.
they took COVID, but that's still gain of function?
Yeah. So I don't understand because I read it like it was an actual university. I'm pretty sure I can find it online right now.
Did you hear they're trying to make a vaccine for cancer?
What?
Yeah.
How do you vaccinate against cancer? I
I
don't
guess
understand it.
I guess it would have to pre-program your immune system to recognize it and destroy it faster. But
Because cancer is just cells going bad, right?
yes,
Mutating wrong or something.
well, it's basically like it start. Well, I don't know about all of it. I know that basically a cell that doesn't die when it's supposed to is considered a cancerous cell, and it can affect other cells around it.
Yeah.
So your white blood cells
Attack it.
kill it.
Yeah.
You're supposed to be dead.
Why are you not dead?
Everybody has cancer cells in their body.
Yeah.
It's when it gets out of control for your immune system. So I mean, I guess maybe it could, but that's how I'm Legend fucking started.
Yeah. That was how it started.
It's like I cured cancer and turned everybody into albino
I mean,
vampires.
not everybody, only like a certain percentage of people.
Did it not affect everybody?
It killed most people. Or maybe it just turned a certain percentage of people like into the albino monsters.
But it did.
And they killed everybody.
But see, that's why it was just vampires, because they were like zombies. Because if you got bit by them, you went crazy too.
Is that what happened?
Yes, because that's what happened to his dog.
I thought
that was totally unneeded. Like you directors that keep killing animals in movies,
it's a
killing
cheap animals.
Emotional tug. That's all you're doing.
Yeah, it's like the part no one likes.
It's like Jurassic Park. I felt really bad for that brontosaurus.
I did too.
The second to last movie where the volcano was like, really?
You really had to show the brontosaurus dying?
Oh, he's on the dock. He almost made it to the boat. Oh, but he's going to die. And I know it's CG. I know it's fake, but it still made me feel bad.
It did make you feel bad. Damn you, Hollywood.
Stupid.
How dare you make me care about
it's
giant
like, well,
monsters.
We don't have any real storyline, so we'll just do the animal thing to tug on the emotional heartstrings of America.
So, next year. Let's talk a little bit about next year. What do you see being the Republicans got the House? You think it's going to do anything?
We might get some investigations.
Yeah.
And I don't know if anything's going to come from that. Like, okay, we're going to investigate. Like McCarthy was on Hannity, I think. And I'm not a huge fan of Hannity.
I am either.
I think he's annoying. He kind of plays it. He acts like he's like, oh yeah,
ultra conservative,
but like his positions are very. And I don't know if like Fox tells him this way, but it's like, I'm not a doctor. I'm not going to give medical advice. I know karate, but like, I don't know. He seems milquetoast.
He does,
and that's why. And I don't like his voice.
No,
and I don't care if he knows martial arts.
I didn't know he knew martial arts.
What? You obviously don't listen or watch the show.
I do not.
So, like, I've been practicing my taekwondo, judo, karate, taekwondo, kung fu.
No, I don't watch anything.
I mean, good for him that he does it. I mean, I'm sure it makes him healthier, and he's probably a badass.
Maybe,
but like he brings
maybe
it up.
I
all
should
the
do
time.
some karate.
You probably should do a hot yoga.
A little yoga. I was thinking about doing yoga.
I am going to do yoga because my range of motion's gone to shit.
Yeah, what was that? What kind of yoga?
DDP, baby.
That's right.
I got it. I bought the disc set, but you can get an app now. Also not a sponsor, but Diamond Dallas Page, we'll have you on the show whenever you want.
And we'll do your yoga.
I have it. I need to do it because like my range of motion is just garbage. As you get older, your body sells into what you're used to. And that's break stuff.
I have back problems, so I think
that's how they came up with it.
It's supposed to help.
Yeah, like he broke his back.
Yeah.
And like that's how apparently he got up here. Oh, for some stupid reason, I brought my cat up here. So
if something falls over or she steps on a button,
yeah, then it's all Adrian's fault.
Yeah, but
yeah, I don't know. I think that would be I just don't know what this year will bring because like if they do an investigation,
is it really going to do anything?
They're not going to.
It's not like the
Anybody who
DOJ is going to
thinks
do anything.
2020 is ever going to change, it's not. I mean, I don't know. I'd like to see people be held accountable.
Yeah.
But like, I mean, are they going to stop spending? I mean, even when Trump in his 2 years, he didn't. Now, granted, the Congress sucked, but he didn't have any. He didn't do any spending.
I don't think spending's going to change.
Oh,
there's the kitty.
Here's Adrian, and there's her butt.
Now that Washington's Washington anymore. There's no such thing as a conservative.
No, I mean, I think maybe like the first year they're there.
Yeah, but then Spain just gets fucking ridiculous again and again.
I don't know. Do you think that would make people nervous? It's like $30 trillion in debt.
Yeah.
Like, I remember they said if we get over 22, there's no coming back. There's no coming back to 30 trillion. We're never paying back $30 trillion.
No.
Unless somebody in the United States who happens to work for the government, so it's patented by the U.S. government, figures out cold fusion and like sells energy to the entire world.
Yeah.
We're fucked.
Well, they did figure out fusion. Not cold fusion. But they figured out fusion.
Well, no, they figured out fusion. I think they.
Yeah, but they finally got to where it produces more energy than it takes to create the fusion.
Well,
it's one of the biggest breakthroughs ever to happen in science. Where was it? I don't know. It's some university, like Washington or. Where the hell was it?
Well, then that means we should have food replicators here pretty soon.
Well, they're still decades away from making it like practical.
No, it's stupid, man. It's a stupid idea. They should destroy all their data and throw it away.
Because I mean, it's going to be. I mean, even in 20 years, you can do. But I don't understand how it works. You know, how do you turn it on? Like, can you get rid of like? You have to create the fusion, right? But where do you get the power to power the lasers to create the fusion?
Is that how it's used, by lasers?
Yeah, they put lasers on like a beryllium.
Well, what happens is the amount of energy you're using to activate the reaction is less than what the reaction yields. That's the only way that would work.
Yeah, but I mean, you got to have some kind of energy source to first start the fusion reaction. So either maybe that's solar or wind or something. Then
that's probably. No, we use a magnifying glass on some foil.
It's like burning ants.
But we're burning atoms.
Yeah, so I mean, it's pretty cool if they can get it to work because it's that'd
be a huge breakthrough.
Yeah, there's no radio. So if it ever there's no way it can go bad. You know, it can't blow up. All they have to do is hit a switch on the lasers and powers off.
I'm not really sure how that works, but I want one in my car.
Maybe they'll have one.
Fusion cars.
Yeah.
You just put a cat laser in there.
I don't think it's that kind of laser.
So I'm going to turn on my boat motor.
I feel like it's a hot laser. Like the kind they use in the military.
Blue ones.
Well, the military, where you ever see that video where they
cut off the wing of the drone? That's
cool. So that's pretty neat. Lasers, man. Lasers are cool.
They are cool. And they make you go blind if you stare at them. I guess military lasers would probably burn a hole in your face, but
I never got about Star Trek or Star Wars. Like when they shoot the lasers, you can actually see the laser being shot, and that's not how it'd be instantaneous.
Yeah, I don't know how.
Wouldn't it go fast as light?
Well,
or
it
close
would,
to,
unless they leave it on for a certain amount of time.
Yeah, but it'd be a stream, a length. It wouldn't be boo boo boo.
Yeah, I don't think that's how it works. So
it'd be pull the trigger, dead.
The reality.
Yeah, it'd be pull the trigger, immediately dead.
Yeah, well, I think a real laser gun wouldn't be that. For one thing, it probably wouldn't make it. It would just be click.
Yeah,
and then it'd be a guy with screaming because he has a burning hole in his chest.
I mean, they'd almost had to put the sound.
Would it be fast, or would it be oh, as it slowly burns through?
Well, maybe they put the sound effect in, into the gun. So you when you hit the button.
I mean, we had sound effects in the Second Amendment one.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that. That took me forever to do, too. I did notice they used to do a lot more special effects when we first started.
Well, you had more time.
Yeah, I did.
Like you're working.
Work sucks. I
Yeah.
like work. I like having a job, feeling like, I'm productive.
I actually like the job we're on. I think you're on. Well, I'm leaving tonight, so or tomorrow morning.
Yeah, it's a good job. A lot to do.
Yeah. There's a lot to do. I like those bigger jobs, They're fun to plan out and stuff.
Yeah. Well, that's okay. So this is from this year, and it kind of shows how pathetic people have gotten. What are your thoughts on the Starbucks whiner?
I don't know what that is.
You didn't hear about that guy? The dude got online and shared with the world how upset he was about being expected to work like to do his job, and he works 20 hours a week.
Dude, it's like that.
You haven't
like,
seen that?
I think I have.
He's almost crying.
Yeah. Like people don't understand real work. A lot of people don't. We're in manual labor jobs, like hard manual labor.
Hard.
Yeah. It's where I get my physical physique.
Can't you tell?
Well, we
He does a lot of crunches. That's how he. That's one
Yeah,
big muscle.
This is all muscle.
That's called crunch overdose.
I call it the wrecking ball.
Just pure muscle, pure, soft, somewhat gelatinous muscle.
Yeah. So this is just the wrecking ball right here.
So it's tattooed above.
But I don't understand. Like 20 hours a week making coffee and you're bitching.
I don't care if you're doing that 40 hours a week. You're making fucking coffee.
Yeah.
It's like you don't understand the struggle.
Of
I
what?
can go in there and people are mean. They ask for mocha-free soy latte with a spritz of cinnamon, and then they want a leaf. Fuck them.
Yeah. Like, come on.
Now, that aspect of dealing with people,
Yeah, I couldn't do that. Like, I never was in the
but
the-
it's not like I couldn't do it. Like I'd have a mental breakdown. I would get fired.
Like, I feel bad for servers and stuff because people are assholes.
And I could be an asshole too. I try not to be, but I have a real low tolerance for shitty service.
Yeah, well, I mean, if your server sucks, and yeah, you should be
That
mad.
helps
But, I mean,
them
some
get
people,
better.
like a lot of servers are like doing their job and they're doing it well, and they make one tiny mistake, and people are dicks.
Yeah, I'm actually a really good tipper. I believe in tipping. Good.
I do too.
But I do if I'm getting crappy service, it doesn't matter. It's not even just a restaurant. If I'm dealing with something, I ordered the flexible PVC.
They got the thing for Starbucks now that where they hold out the thing and put how much you want to tip, and they got a little tiny button saying no tip.
Oh yeah, they started doing that at Firehouse Subs. Literally, they take the credit card machine, hand it out the window into your vehicle to see if you want to give them the tip. It's like, nope, this is a drive-through. I do not tip drive-through.
Mm-mm.
If you deliver to my house or you're a server, I will tip.
I would gladly tip you, or you're a bartender, or if you're actually. Yeah, I'm not doing it for a sub place. I wouldn't, or Starbucks.
No, I do. I think I do tip at the place in the Quad Cities.
Hungry
Village?
Hobo?
No, I love Hungry Hobo. The QC Deli or something. The Village.
Oh, in the Village? Yeah.
That place.
That
Freaking
place is
amazing.
awesome. Yeah.
I love that place. Favorite. I have 16 different sandwich cards.
Yeah,
they always give me one, and then 1 year I actually took them all up there. I'm like, can you put these all in one?
If anybody knows the owner of that and thinks he would, or she, I don't know who owns it, would enjoy our podcast, show it to them, and then tell them to sponsor us.
That would be a great sponsor. If I could just get a free sandwich every time I'm in Iowa, which isn't very often, I will talk great about you guys anyway. Even though we can't really remember the name of your restaurant, it's like East Village Subs.
I can't remember it either.
It's delicious.
It is delicious.
Best damn sandwiches in the world.
Yeah.
They're Reuben, which isn't really a Reuben. Delicious. And I always get the
I haven't had the
Italian
Reuben.
stallion,
The Italian style.
hot with
Yeah.
garlic mayo.
Yep.
Oh my god.
That thing is awesome.
We like food. If you can't tell.
Yeah. When I'm not doing my crunches,
Well, I'm just.
I'm eating well.
It's just done too many crunches. Damn it.
Yeah. let's be real. This is food and beer here. This
Oh,
is that's how you build muscle,
yeah. 12
kids.
ounce girls, baby.
That's how you build muscles.
But no, it was. I think all in all, this is a good year. I just like it's just sad how when I like every year that goes by, you see people that graduate high school that aren't ready for the world.
No,
Like people that say
and,
like there are people that know their kid is not equipped to enter the world, and they'll be like, "Well, at least they have home to be their safe space." I'm like, no,
that's not how this shit works.
and there's a lot of people that still live at home, and like I mean I don't know if you're comfortable at home, and your parents don't give a shit, but you have a full time job, whatever, I don't care.
Yeah, as
But
long as you're a
like,
productive part of society, I guess.
but yeah, I mean coddling people and like sheltering, like it's astounding when you find out how many people graduate from like high school that can't read or write or do basic math.
Yeah, I don't understand how. I'm not saying I was the best student, but I could read, write, and do basic math.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I was a fucking
It's
geometry
when they
whiz.
started putting letters in math, and I was like, "This is dumb. I'm not
Algebra,
going to learn it."
algebra, then geometry, then calculus.
I was good in geometry. I was horrible in algebra, and I never took calculus because I thought it was like an English class, and I thought it was stupid.
It sounds like an English
So
class.
many letters.
Yeah. So yeah, algebra I was bad at. And when I got to college, I had to do algebra again. Then I was really good at it. Somehow it just clicked.
I went in before and after class, failed all my quizzes. I think I got a pity pass.
Yeah.
Oh, you tried so hard. I'm going to go ahead and give you a D.
Yeah. There's a lot of stuff in high school that I wish I would have done better.
I wish I wouldn't have done co-op.
Yeah.
Like when you're in high school, it's cool
Yeah.
to get out of school early and all that stuff. But like, I wish I would have taken, because I never took woodworking, metals. I wish I would have taken all those.
Yeah.
Even though I probably would have taken them with freshmen or whatever. But like my senior year, I mean, half the day was gone. So like, that's all like these other things you could have done to like,
Yeah.
and that a lot of that shit should be required.
I don't see wood shop and metal should be required because I mean everybody should know how to build shit.
And I mean, I don't know how to build shit well.
Or maybe even automotive,
Mm-hmm.
Like,
that would have been cool stuff.
or even home ec. Home ec should be required.
I liked home ec because I made a cake.
I like
cake.
fucking. I don't realize. Well, I wasn't fat then either. But if I would have known how much I would enjoy food as the older I get,
I love cooking.
We've talked a lot about food.
I know. Probably because we haven't eaten.
No, I ate.
I didn't.
I went to Whataburger.
I had.
Because I can only get it down here in
sausage
Texas.
Toaster for breakfast. That was it.
You had some Funyuns.
Oh yeah,
My
2
like
Funyuns.
Funyuns.
But yeah, that was a. I mean, I like that. I even made me a Chicago Bears apron, and it broke because I'm not very good at making aprons.
No, I think I made an apron or something. I can't remember. I don't know. It might have been. I think it was a Cubs one.
I don't know what it is. I'm decent at picking shit up. Like I want to learn how to do this. And even though they are, somewhat dictatorial, censoring, garbage platform, I learn a lot of shit on YouTube.
YouTube does have a lot. That's how I've done half the stuff in my house. Is from YouTube. Like watching it, screwing it up, and be like, "What did I do wrong?" I'm like, "Oh, I missed this step, and this step's wrong." That's how I did wiring and stuff in my house.
Yeah, that's how I learned how to.
But yes, it is a garbage. It is a garbage.
It's just like they keep dropping the bar, and somehow it got to where it used to be you went to college for higher learning to make better yourself. Then it turned college into let's read go to discover your inner self or inner douche. And now it's like that's spread to high school.
Yeah.
Or elementary school.
Oh, I know.
Like, it's like, no, you're like K through 12 is 100% to take a young human being and develop them into a productive adult. They don't have to be doctors, they don't have to be lawyers, but they like when you graduate high school, you should be able to live your life.
Yeah.
Like, you understand, because they used to teach you how to balance checkbooks, fill out resumes, like all that shit should be required, and it's not. Like people are graduating
do your
from
taxes
high school like they have some kind of bullshit philosophy degree.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, I'm super smart. No, you're super dumb.
Yeah. Then they get in the real world and whine about making coffee for 20 hours a week.
Well, that's why, like, if the economy ever collapses or anything goes to shit, it's the builders that are going to be the doers that are going to be the
Yeah.
ones that are, even like all the rich people. Like, granted, and we talk about it all the time, like, I, put bids together and sell work and stuff like that, but it doesn't matter what you do. The guys, the people, ladies and gentlemen, like the ones that are the builders, the doers, the get whatever, it doesn't matter what it's doing. They're the ones that are, generating the business,
Yeah.
the revenue. Like that's what it is. So like if the shit ever hits the fan, those are the people that are probably going to be okay.
Yeah.
They'll figure it out.
Yeah. I mean, you can't sell work and not have workers do it. You can sell all the work you want,
but you don't have any workers.
You're not getting paid. I mean, you need the workers.
Well,
and the problem
how am I going to do? There's no robots yet.
But no one wants to do work anymore.
Well, yeah, that is amazing how, like, people just like, that's why I can't stand panhandlers because,
dude, here in your town,
oh my god, it's horrible.
It's
illegal to panhandle.
It's on every time you get off the interstate, there's a guy right there,
or sometimes multiples.
Yeah, usually they're like a couple. Yeah, like I just saw a couple like when I got off the interstate to go to your house. There's just like a couple sitting there underneath a blanket. Yeah. Holding up a sign. I'm like, who gives you money?
It gets, the more people are out. It's like this person will stand in sleet, freezing cold temperatures, begging people for money, so they have the drive and the dedication to do that. They can't get a fucking job.
Yeah, like I'd rather work.
I don't know. When I run for mayor, that won't happen anymore.
That's right. Vote for Josh.
That's right.
So you people in Texas.
That's right. Governor of the world.
I don't know about that.
It's a thing.
Why would you just want to be governor? What about president of the world? Emperor. Or dictator?
Emperor. But once
supreme
my
leader
work is done, I will hand the power back to the people.
I want to be called supreme leader.
That's a good one.
But I don't know. I don't really have anything else.
No, and I think this is overall, podcast-wise, it was a great year. I had a lot of fun doing the podcast.
So I don't know when this is going to come out. I don't know when you're going to have time to edit it.
Well, the good thing is because it's a single feed.
I hope everybody had happy holidays and Merry Christmas and Happy Hanukkah.
Have a safe, happy New Year's.
Yes, and hope you all are here next year when we come back to, I hope you guys are all here and safe and listening to us and cracking a beer with us. And
yeah, we'll try to get, we had one guest this year. We'll try to get more guests next year. We'll try to, we're still learning. We still don't know shit about this business.
No.
Obviously, we don't know how to grow it. But
the best way to grow this thing, if
like, share, subscribe, comment,
tell people about us. Like I said, tell your best friend and your worst enemy.
Yeah, it's like you'll help enlighten your best friend, and you'll piss off your enemy.
That's right, because that's basically it.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of rad. We've probably been a lame wrap up, but just two buddies sitting there shooting the shit. So
yeah. So drink some beer and
we'll try to make it better. So.
Yeah, so if you guys have any suggestions of what you want for next year, please.
Especially random shit. We'll talk about anything.
One suggestion I have for you people, comment.
Yes. We want to know what you're thinking. Even if it's just like, you guys are super awesome.
Or you guys suck the big one,
Either way. I mean, I agree with you because I totally agree. We're super awesome.
Yeah.
Super awesome.
Yeah, I think I'm great, but not everybody has to think I'm great.
And what the good thing is on this show, you can think we're not great. We're not going to give a shit, but it's your right to think.
Somebody on Twitter called us Twat Waffle.
That was
me.
It's going again. Twat Waffle. That's great. I was like, hey, Twat Waffle, what are you talking about? Looks like you're in a spat with somebody.
I was. So it's one of my favorite things. You ever follow me on Twitter or follow us on Twitter?
I rarely comment on Twitter because
it's all me.
I am very wordy, and I cannot, even with the new guidelines, I cannot keep my replies in there. I'm horrible.
I can get it down to but the underneath, but a lot of times I have to edit.
Yeah. I try to head off every potential argument in response. So, like, I'll end up like, you're stupid. My response on Facebook would be like, if you were to measure out the thread, it'd be like 18 inches long.
I try to like think of what they're going to respond next to, so I can kind of, and they usually respond how I think they're going to respond
because they're so predictable.
There's a few times.
Yeah, just interact on social media. I mean, that's cool.
Yeah, comment on our Facebook page and on our Twitter pages, and if you're a user on the Apple Podcast or Spotify, leave a comment there. Leave a question.
5-star review. 5 stars.
Be like, hey, maybe you guys should like, even if you're like, hey, Josh, kick Kevin in the dick.
I'll do
it. I don't want him to do
I'll
it.
Do it for likes.
No, all right. I I don't want that to happen. So
it kind of sounds like you asked for it, America.
That was an extreme of what you can say. More like, hey, you guys should have this guy on as a guest.
Or that.
Yeah. Or I want to be a guest. Like anytime, any of you people can be a guest on our show.
Yes.
As long as you have an internet connection.
That's really literally all you need.
And
a glowing personnel.
And a computer that can pick up with a mic. I don't even know you need the camera part.
You know what? If you are an in-house guest, I am working on getting an extra computer. Do not show up here with a Mac. It just fucks everything up.
Aaron.
I'm not going to name any names.
Aaron.
But that's why he looks somewhat fuzzy compared to us.
Yeah, we got the good cameras. He got his Mac.
We're actually trying out a new one on this podcast.
Yeah, I think it looks pretty good, man.
Looking to look quite dapper.
We got the old Rat Pack behind us.
That's right. Because this is a cool place to hang out.
Yeah.
So if you want to be a guest.
If anybody knows who this is, I'm not quite sure.
Yeah. We got Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin.
And we got Sammy Davis over here.
I can't ever remember who this guy is. I know he's part of the Rat Pack, but I can't remember his name.
I want to say there's a G in his name.
A G?
Yeah, I think so, right?
Gene Wilder?
No.
That's Willy Wonka.
It might be a Gene something. I don't know.
I can't remember. Go ahead. That's in the comment below. But I think that wraps it up for this episode in this first year. So we'll probably gonna take some time off, try to get a little bit more organized. But until next time, and have a happy holiday and great New Year's. I'm Josh,
and I'm Kevin,
and this was the Lost Art of Common Sense.
Common sense.
Common sense.
Common sense.
All right, we'll see you sometime next year.
Yeah,
or maybe this year. I don't know.
Bye, America.
Bye.
Stop sucking sometimes.